Yesterday, I made a post saying that I wanted to start discussing my addiction, my recovery, my demons, everything I've been battling over these last 40 years. All of this was brought on about a month ago. I kind of had a midlife crisis, I guess you could say, where I finally started to realize that the career that I had spent so much time building was no longer feasible. It was a hard pill to swallow. But in doing so, I got the same relief that I felt when I finally reached out for help to get sober. Just that weight is lifted off my shoulder. That I'm no longer trying to make something work that's not working, like being a drug addict. You know, this was supposed to be the intro video, and I didn't really want to cry, but I haven't been able to get through a single conversation or even replying to a comment without choking up. So after I decided that I could no longer do this job that I've been doing for so long, I reached out to some friends. I have a friend that's become relatively close to me since I'm moving to Texas. And he's going through a nasty divorce. And talking to him, sounds like he's been hurting for this past year. And I called another friend, and he's in the same boat, and another friend, and another friend. Now, I understand my issues with addiction. I made my life hard. So many of these guys, my friends, they didn't grow up like that. Graduated high school, stayed out of trouble. We all ended up in the same spot. Broken men. In our 40s. I get this last year, these last couple of years have been hard financially and economically for everybody. I get that. I get it. Why are so many of us hurting? So my plan is to just tell my story, work out these issues that I've been dealing with, maybe teach some of the lessons that I've learned. I just realized the other day that not everybody has this micro type narrating their whole life in their head, this inner monologue constantly going on, battling these issues out and trying to solve all these problems on your own. I'm constantly having these conversations and these arguments in my head. So I might as well put them on the internet. Maybe we can have these conversations together. I'm not coming out saying that I have the answers and I'm here to solve everybody's problems. It's far from that. I'm here to say that I still haven't figured it out, but here's what I've learned. Here's what I'm going to do going forward. I know a lot of just the depression and stuff I've been going through over the last years. Just environmental, diet, exercise and stuff. And it's easy to fall behind in those areas and get yourself into a pretty low spot. So, starting for 2025, I'm going to try to get back to eating healthy again, get back to exercising again, get back to training jiu-jitsu again. I'm going to try to post maybe daily videos. You know, I have these conversations in my head and I wake up in the morning and I'm just going to try to get a video out there and try to talk to the people. Discuss my battles with faith. Discuss my battles in marriage, friendships. I don't really know where this is going to go. Hoping to maybe have some conversations with some friends of mine, other recovering addicts, maybe people that I've hurt, family members. I don't know. Maybe this has been the plan all along. Maybe this is why I've suffered so much, was trying to make a change in somebody else's life. Maybe my issues growing up as a kid can help a parent avoid the same pitfalls that I went through as a kid. Or maybe somebody that has never really thought about their issues experiences the same things that I'm experiencing, but hasn't been able to break them down the way that I thought about them. I don't know. I might record another video today, maybe just jumping into the first topic. I'm going to try to post most of my content is going to be on Rumble, just because eventually this is going to get into Big Pharma and what I think about them, and Google doesn't take too kindly to that conversation. So a lot of it's going to go on Rumble, Instagram, social media sites. Buckle up. You know, I was been wanting to do this for a long time and just don't know where to start. Afraid to put yourself out on the internet like this for people to judge. I have young kids. I coach baseball. So I don't want this to affect anyone else in my life, friends, my kids. But fear is the enemy of progress. And if you're afraid to try, or you're afraid to make that leap, you're never going to progress. And when I was younger, I thought that meant that was the baddest fucking dude to jump that 100-footer out in the hills. If you're afraid you're not going to get any better, go charge it. I didn't realize that 30 years later, that meaning would mean so much more to me. That saying would mean so much more to me. All right, enough crying. Let's take 2025 by the horns and let's get after it.